We're almost there, guys. I've almost got us set here. All right, everybody. So welcome to today's webinar about the tips and tricks to Windows 11. For those of you who have not joined before, I want to thank you for joining. My name is Weldon Hastings. I am owner of Weldon PC, and every Tuesday we have a 5 o'clock p.m. free class available to everybody. If you visit weldonpc.com/class, you will be able to find those classes. Feel free to share that link and invite anybody you'd like. We are doing something a little bit different today. We are doing this by webinar instead of our typical Zoom meeting. That way everybody has the ability of joining without the need to worry about being seen during our recording. So with that being said, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go ahead and get started. So today, we are covering the 5 Windows features that will make your life just a little bit easier. In this presentation, we'll explore those features and we'll answer any questions that you put into the chat window. Again, please visit weldonpc.com to suggest any future classes. And our future for the next few months has already been posted, but if you have something good, we'd like to have you attend. Dictation is one of the features that allows you to speak to your computer and it will type what you have said, including the correct punctuation. This is a useful tool for people with limited mobility or those who type slowly. You can easily control your computer without using a keyboard or a mouse. This feature is great for those of you who may be experiencing some accessibility issues, and you can do this by using the Windows and H key and clicking the microphone button and then typing what you want to hear. Multiple desktops is also a handy feature that allows you to set up multiple desktops on your computer. You can customize each desktop with different names, backgrounds, and ordering. These are useful features for separating your work into different desktops, such as work-related tasks, personal tasks, and research. You can easily switch between desktops using a keyboard shortcut or by clicking multiple desktops on the Windows taskbar. Windows snapping is a time-saving feature that will allow you to easily snap your windows to different parts of your screen. You can use the new snapping helper to snap windows to specific parts of your screen, such as the left, the right side. Additionally, you can also do it to thirds as well. Power Toys can give you even more control over snapping windows. This feature increases your productivity, saving you time and effort. The tabs group is a feature that allows you to quickly restore groups of tabs. This is useful feature for those of you who regularly work with multiple tabs. When you restore a group of tabs, you won't have to rearrange your snapped windows or tabs. This feature saves you time and avoids the frustration of having to start over when you close your browser. Widgets in the Secret Start menu are two features that give you quick access to information and settings. Widgets displays relevant information such as the weather, tasks, and calendar with just one click. This feature saves you time and effort by allowing you to quickly check important information. The Secret Start menu gives you quick access to settings in the Task Manager. This is a useful feature for those of you who want to quickly access important settings without having to navigate through multiple menus. With Windows 11, you can now use dictation to auto-punctuate. Speak into your PC and have your computer write down what you see with perfect pronunciation. This makes writing emails, documents, and messages a breeze. With Windows 11, you can now set up multiple desktops to separate your work, customize your desktops with names, backgrounds, and ordering to stay organized. In our next slide, we're going to show you a quick video on 5 awesome features, and this is kind of how you can do it live time.
This brings us to awesome feature number 1, and that's Windows dictation with auto punctuation. In the past on Windows 10, you could dictate, but it didn't include punctuation. Here I have a notepad file open, and to open up Windows Dictate, I'll press the Windows key together with the H key, H as in hotel. And this opens up the Dictate tool right down below. Here, if I click on the settings gear, here I can see all of the different settings, and there's now a new option for auto punctuation. I'll make sure to turn that on. Now, when I click into this text field, I can click on the microphone and it'll start listening. Have you ever tried a cookie from the Kevin Cookie Company? They are the best cookies in the world. And check that out. It adds all of the correct punctuation. Here it put a question mark in, and here it inserted a period. So the dictation tool has become much more useful in Windows 11. This brings us to awesome feature number 2. You can now set up multiple desktops and you can customize what those desktops look like. On the taskbar, there's an icon to view all of your desktops. And when I click on this, I can see that I currently have one desktop. When I click on the plus icon, this will add another desktop. Over here, I can right click on it and now I can customize it. This is something that I could not do on Windows 10. Here I can click on rename and maybe I'll call this one play. And just for the fun of it, I'll press the Windows key together with the semicolon key and I can insert an emoji. Here I'll go with the robot since that's what my voice sounds like. Here when I right click on it, I can also choose a custom background for this desktop. Let me go with this light background. I can also shift the position of my different desktops. I could right click and here I can move it to the left or I can move it back to the right. I can also simply click on it and drag it to the position that I want. To jump to my various desktops, all I need to do is click on it here and that'll bring me to the other desktop. But what's even faster, I can simply use shortcut keys. I can press the Control key together with the Windows key and my arrow keys, and then I can navigate between all of my desktops. Overall, multiple desktops have gotten a lot better in Windows 11, but it's still missing some key functionality. You can't currently customize the apps that appear on the taskbar across your different desktops, and you can't currently take one of your desktops and put it on one monitor and another desktop and place it on a different monitor. This brings us to awesome feature number 3. And no, it's not my new website, kevinstratford.com, right over here, although I would say that is a pretty awesome website. In Windows 11, you're now able to take snapping to the next level. And I could always snap in Windows 10. Here I could simply take a window, drag it over to the side, and I could snap it into that position. But now, along with being able to simply drag it over to the edges, here I could hover over the maximize icon and I get these nice snapping hints. So maybe I'll place this in the top right-hand corner. And right down here, I'll place this in the bottom right-hand corner. So I have a little bit more flexibility now. If you really want to take snapping to the next level, Microsoft offers a free tool called PowerToys, and this is available on both Windows 10 and also on Windows 11, and you can do so much beyond what you can do in Windows 11. Here, for example, I have PowerToys open, and over on the left-hand side, there's something called Fancy Zones. Think of this as very advanced snapping. Over here, I can launch a layout editor and I can choose exactly what I want my different snap zones to look like. And if I'm not satisfied with any of these options, I can also create my own layout. So here, let's go with a grid and I'll click on create. If you look at this, I can select exactly what my snapping grid looks like. So once again, you get a ton of power around snapping. Along with snapping, you get all of these other awesome tools. And once again, it's completely free to download and install. If you're interested in PowerToys, I've included a link in the description down below. Awesome feature number 4, and this one's related to snapping. Once I take the time to snap all of these different windows on my screen, I don't want to have to go through all of that again. Luckily, there's now something called Snap Groups. Now, if you remember, I had 3 different browser windows that I had snapped to my screen. I can go down to my taskbar, and they were Chrome windows. Here, I can see each one of the individual windows, and I now also see the entire group. So here, when I click on the group, that'll restore the entire group back onto my screen. This brings us to the last awesome feature of today, and that's the inclusion of widgets in Windows 11. It's a little bit of a flashback to Windows 7. Right down on the taskbar, I can click on the widget icon, and here I get a whole bunch of helpful information. Here, for example, I can see all of my tasks. Hey, it says film a video. Well, I'm doing that, so let me check that item. Over here, I can see the weather, the calendar, traffic information, photos. I get all of this information, and I can also customize what these look like. When I click on the ellipsis, I can set it to small, medium, large, and I can even customize it with the weather. For example, I could set my location. Here, I'll click on cancel. Here, I could also reorder all the different widgets so it appears how I like it. And if I go down right at the bottom, I could also add additional widgets. And here you can see all of the different widgets that are available. And my guess is over time, you'll see more widgets join this list. Down below, you'll also see some of the top news headlines. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one bonus awesome feature. And to be fair, this isn't new to Windows 11, but it's really not that well known. And it's the secret start menu. Down on the taskbar, I have my typical start menu. I click on it with my left mouse and that opens up. But instead of left clicking on it, I can right click on it and that opens up that secret start menu. Right up on top, I have some settings and I could jump directly to them. And down below, I could also open up the task manager and I have a few other settings as well. So it's just a handy thing if you need to quickly jump to any of these settings. Let me know down below in the comments, would you add any other features to this awesome feature list?
So with that, it gives you some relevant information on what we were talking about. We do conduct free weekly classes. You can register today at weldonpc.com /class. And if you have any computer problems, feel free to visit weldonpc.com or give us a call at 888-7-WELDON. From everybody at Weldon PC, thank you very much for tuning in today. We look forward to hearing from you. And if you have any suggestions for us to improve our classes, we welcome those. Please visit weldonpc.com /class. Have a great day.